Okay, folks, welcome back. This is Acid Roots. We've got more of Super Mario Bros. 3. So this is where things kind of start to get trickier because these fortresses are going to be much more demanding of you. And that right there, I was trying to get to that red pipe, but I wasn't able to. Well, I guess you won't skip that much, but that's the thing. The thwomps can be a little bit more problematic than what you may think. So this is, I'd probably say that Donkey Kong Country is probably easier than this game. That's really what I'd have to say. But this is still a lot more friendly than the first Super Mario Brothers. So they're both, but everyone loves marathons. I think that should be one of the newest trending things. Is Yeah, I think this should be one of the newer trending things is marathons, just because you're actually able to watch everything. There's nothing like it. I had a bowl of ramen yesterday, and I was just watching Zelda, and the main thing about that is it happens to be really fun. I shouldn't have to tell you that, really, but I'm also kind of concentrated on what game I want to get from the Wii U shop. I went to Walmart and got one of those Wii U gift cards, but the thing was the games that I want are the Game Boy Advance games because I don't have a Game Boy player. I have a GameCube, but I do not have a Game Boy player, and those are starting to get pretty expensive these days. And it just is simpler to use the virtual console. But I'm sitting here thinking I'm probably gonna get Golden Sun, but I'm also thinking about getting Castlevania, and maybe after that, Fire Emblem. But I've been trying to really trace my steps extremely well because I'm just curious as far as how good of a gamer I actually am, because it's never really come into play until the past like 4 months of my life. I beat Super Metroid entirely, maybe not 100%, but I beat the game, and I've only got 2 dungeons left in A Link to the Past, so between that, and then of course I've got Earthbound to tangle with. And this is pretty nerve-wracking right here. That Boom Boom boss, if I would have lost, I would not have been a happy camper. I definitely would not. It would have probably made me furious, just because, really, you'd have to do the whole fortress over again. So I'm out of items, if you can't tell. The only thing I can do is skip stages, and maybe a couple other things, but the reason why I chose this was not to actually skip the stage, but to make it so I had a power-up. Now, in actuality, I probably should have saved this, just because there's going to be some tougher stages, but that's okay. So yeah, by the way, I did get Earthbound, and I've been playing that recently, so, 21 years later, I'm giving this first shot, and, I'm pretty impressed with it. The sense of humor, I'm not the person that will laugh at everything, but I do appreciate its humor more so than certain other ones. It's kind of like Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga. It's pretty similar to that game, and I am impressed with that, but it's going to get kind of interesting because we're going to start getting the party members. But one thing I really like about it is just that it's kind of, what's the word? It's in a normal Earth setting, so there's going to be things such as police stations and arcades and that sort of thing. Things that would actually be in real life are in that game, and I love that. I love that so much. And it actually, I was just thinking about it. You meet the mayor within like the first 20 minutes of playing the game. And to me, it made me actually look up on the internet who was the mayor of my city. So, that was definitely something that I was thinking was just, who is it? I never had thought of that before. Who is the person who has been orchestrating half the stuff that's gone on in my city? It's something that I recommend you try, is just realizing who's behind the boards in the place where you live, if you live in America, of course. Obviously I think Canada probably is the same way, but so things do get pretty tough here. Now, obviously, this is the sky world, like, I was noting last time. This is definitely something that's going to, try you. Every stage is in the sky, and you're basically going to have to deal with falling. So, but that's okay. Really, it's not as frustrating to watch as it is to play, and definitely I think I could do it if I was pressed to, but well, anyways, let's just move on. So Mario, I'm not really sure how he got there. That's kind